All right, fellas, and we're rolling.
All right, welcome to
Obese.
Conclusion.
I'm Levi.
I'm Seth.
I'm Sage, and we just decided to sort of launch the old podcast again.
Yeah,
Cool.
we felt like there was a big hole in the market. Not enough white guys on mics.
Not enough useless podcasts in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, for sure.
Talking about truly nothing.
And I pride myself in finding holes in markets and filling them with my own voice.
I heard about filling holes, and I'm here to join.
Whoa, it's Seth.
Seth,
He's
where-
not wearing any pants.
What happened to your pants?
How long were you
Oh,
in the
they're
bathroom?
around his
I heard about
ankles.
filling holes.
Seth's here from Kentucky, guys.
Yeah, and that's the real reason we're doing this.
This was all staged.
I don't even like podcasts.
How are you, Seth?
I'm good.
Can you pull your pants up?
No.
Yeah, he's
I don't-
already
I-
sitting. There's no way he can.
I think you should leave them down.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Plus,
I was listening
like your
to some
legs.
Mr. Brightside, and I, for some reason, felt the urge to take off all my clothes.
You know, that's a
very relatable.
Yeah, I do that.
You've been there?
Yeah,
We've all been there?
at least sometimes.
I am Mr. Brightside.
Hey, how did this drink get in my hand?
So Seth,
Seth?
what are the topics?
Did you already introduce yourself? I was really
We,
listening.
who are you?
I
We,
want
we all introduced ourselves already.
Seth.
Great.
Slopsy
Let's get
Frecky.
in. Let's get into the topics.
All right, topic number one. Seth, go.
Topic
Keeper
number
of
one.
the topics.
Okay.
We would have been
Should
so
I
lost
do it
without
in
you.
random order or do it in
No,
order?
go from top to bottom.
Okay,
I
top
agree.
to bottom.
Topic to bottomic.
Topic.
I like that. Thank you, Seth.
All right. So, have you guys ever seen the YouTube videos Over Under? I think I already asked that, right? But you haven't.
I have not.
You explained it
So
to me
why don't
once.
you go ahead and
Yes.
explain it to me?
So there's this. I'm ripping it off as Seth does, ripping
Good.
things
Oh, yeah.
off. Material, friendships, relationships, all based
Band-Aids.
off other things.
Wow.
Skin.
Aliases,
What's the
social
thing?
security numbers.
Give me the thing.
Okay, so Over Under is just like typically it's with rappers and stuff like that because it's by Pitchfork. This is a music thing, and so they'll just ask random things, and you say if it's overrated or
Okay.
underrated.
Okay.
and you can get in a little spiel.
I'm
You know, we can
interested.
talk
Yeah,
about.
I,
it.
I remember
This
this
is
is the only topic that Seth explained to us that
Yes.
night.
Yep.
My pants are still off. Just I'll give pants.
We don't need.
update.
We don't need to keep talking about it.
It'll reach knee, then thigh,
Then
then
back to me.
No. Oh! All right.
What's
so
the
Levi's
first?
first.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Am.
Oh,
See,
oh,
I think we should-
individualized.
Can we just
Yes.
all
Individual.
Oh, you
I-
already have them written down.
I mean,
Or
we can
here,
do it
how
if
about
everyone-
this? How about this? You give it to the
Okay,
person
I
that's
have-
individualized for, and people can chime in afterwards if they would like.
Yes, that's
All
fine.
right, cool.
So it's going to be like over 30. So this will definitely eat up some time.
Oh Jesus.
Wow. Cool.
I also had one in case there was another guest. So if we
There's
just want to
not.
bring someone in. Okay. Or if you wanted to ask. Well, I mean, I already read it, but
Seth, do you see another person in this room?
I see 3 people in this room.
That's a good point.
Oh, Sage.
You better
They
ask.
could be
Ooh.
another person.
You better ask
Anyway,
the question.
I'm ready for my
All right, Levi.
yes.
So they do it with this screen. So Sage, for this, you got to make a steal the sound effect, or I can do it as my thing of the and it's like shh, and then they draw whatever it is. They.
I'm not gonna do that.
You don't do a lot.
Come on, let's go.
All right,
Keep 'em
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey
like
Mouse.
as a-
Mickey Mouse.
as a
the
character?
Mickey, just Mickey Mouse.
Fuck. Wow.
Overrated, underrated.
Shit.
And don't. They do this thing where they're like, man, it's perfectly rated. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
a
No.
cop-out.
No. I thought about saying that. I was like, but
Perfectly
But
rated.
there's no way. I'm
that-
not gonna say that.
Over
I'm gonna
under,
choose
not
one.
over under, perfectly rated.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Okay,
I
then
gotta
do
choose
it.
one.
Can I just bring my
Own opinion.
I have a something that might help you decide. I'm gonna bring my film major into
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Mickey
first
Mouse,
time.
based on a racial epithet. Racial epithet.
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 TH.
You got
Which
it.
one?
You guys got me.
A racial alphabet is what you're trying to say.
Ooh.
I meant stereotype, guys.
They have that in the South. I've seen it.
The racial alphabet.
Now,
It's got a hard R in it.
Man, I thought of it. I let it slide.
So, very underrated.
I think.
You can explain yourself.
No, it's a hard one, man.
Oh.
It's so hard. I think I would say he's underrated. I don't know.
Really?
I would agree.
I've
Underrated. Mickey Mouse.
he's
Yeah.
like a classic cartoon, and I think he could stand to be in more.
You know, actually, now that you say it like that, yeah. Because I was imagining
Yeah.
like him as an icon, you know, and
But
how
he's a character.
he as
but
a
he's
character
also literally an icon.
isn't that interesting. But his like him in cartoons is fun. Like his cartoons are fun, you know, and that's why I think I agree.
Thank you, Seth. Sage, do you
I agree.
All right,
Seth?
let's move.
Me?
Yeah, what do you think?
I
of
think
Mickey
he's a
Mouse?
little overrated.
That's fair.
That's
I feel like I see him too much
Mhm.
in things to be like, he's that.
It's
like-
just like I feel like I only
want-
see him referenced as just it's Mickey Mouse, and then
Yeah.
like he doesn't do anything else except show up.
Right.
I want to see more Bugs Bunny just in random media.
You know, I'm with you there. Bugs is underrated for
Like,
sure.
He's not on the list.
Yeah, well,
All
What's
right.
next on the list, Seth?
All right. SNL. Saturday Night Live.
Is it still for Levi?
Yes, still
Okay.
for Levi.
I have some very strong opinions about this.
I mean, overrated, I guess. I've just never, I didn't grow up with SNL, and I don't get it. Like, I like the popular ones that people like, and that's about it.
A casual.
Yeah,
You're a
it's
cash.
never been my kind of thing.
You like cashmere.
I've always been kind of
Overrated?
interested in like the stats of SNL. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy's hosted this many times,
Yeah.
and this is the only time that this and this have been something. You know what I
Rel-
mean? Like the
ever
trivia,
relevant. Yeah.
because it's been around so long.
Yeah.
It's an institution, and that's interesting. It's not good.
Over. You got to use
See,
the words.
It's overrated.
I watch SNL every single week.
Yep.
Because not because I think it's good all the time. I think SNL is just fascinating. I think the way like the cast changes and evolves,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like how certain hosts do on the show is very interesting. Trying to like guess why hosts may or may not have done a good job. Like you can sometimes see people's enthusiasm on the show for
Yeah.
hosting, and I think it's even if it's bad, it's consistently interesting.
Yeah,
And that's
I get
why I think it's underrated.
that wasn't the strong opinion I expected.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That was a pretty
Temperate.
lukewarm opinion.
I think SNL. I think about a quarter of its episodes per season are good.
Do you think you could break it down more than that? Like how many skits?
How many skit? Okay, I think it's gonna sound horrible. I think Weekend Update generally good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think it's hard to go wrong with Weekend Update.
I could do it.
The cold opens usually good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you so far.
Any of the not live sketches generally good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still
Which is-
with you.
And that leaves obviously the live sketches.
Which are the bad ones, right?
Usually, I would say
the live part of Saturday Night Live.
I would say half of the sketches being good, half of the live sketches being good, warrants a good episode.
Yeah. That's like, oh wow, they did it this time.
Yeah. And sometimes the entire show is good, and it makes my heart sore.
Final note about SNL. Lorne. That's a dumb name.
Got him.
You hear that, Lorne Michaels? Is that right?
Lauren Michael. Yeah.
Coming for you.
It's not Lauren.
Lorny?
It's not them saying Lauren, but like kind of just Lauren.
They're really
Lauren.
comfortable with Lauren, so they shorten it a little bit. Okay, next.
White pants.
Underrated.
Underrated.
I
for
agree.
sure.
Let's
Strongly
move on.
underrated. No need for
That's
discussion.
like some of the videos.
What's next?
This one's near and dear to my heart. Corduroy.
Overrated. No, and they're not even rated well.
No!
Corduroy's shit. It's uncomfortable. It
That's not
I can't
true.
think of the last time I wore corduroy.
I've never been comfortable.
I
with
don't know if I've ever.
I think sometimes I look at corduroy and I'm like, okay. But
Dad has a cool corduroy jacket that everyone.
oh, he does. That is a cool jacket.
I'm gonna say overrated, but maybe I need to try it.
I'll try it when my dad dies and I get his jacket.
All right, moving on.
This one I can Starbucks.
I think
I mean,
it's hard for me to say.
yeah.
Look, I don't like coffee really.
Me too.
So it's hard for me to say I'm into it, but it brings a lot of people some peace and comfort. And-
So I don't want to say underrated because it's not like anything special, but I think Starbucks gets too much shit
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
where
I
I'm
think,
at.
I think that's where you, because
because Starbucks is just normal coffee, like.
Also, really good pastries. I don't feel like anyone gives the pastries.
They're fine.
Cake
Yeah,
pops,
they're
very
okay.
good.
That's not why people go to Starbucks.
Lemon cake. Well, that's why I go to Starbucks. I hate coffee.
I'm gonna stay underrated for that reason. But
Yeah,
I'm sure,
I mean,
but they're
underrated.
doing fine. They don't need.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Don't go out and support Starbucks on my account.
it's
And
because-
now for a commercial break.
This podcast is brought to you by
Starbucks. Use the
by
coupon
the
code.
by the presidential campaign of Howard Schultz.
Use the code.
real
This
quick,
joke's over.
Howard Schultz overrated.
Yeah.
All right, just take that off of the list.
Howard Schultz. Darn. Just for Seth, that was just Howard Schultz related.
Overrated.
Twitter.
Oh,
Overrated.
Overrated.
underrated.
Everyone says it's garbage, but not everyone enough.
I agree.
Let's on Twitter. Twitter is over. Hashtag Twitter is overrated on Twitter. Spread the word.
At least half of the tweets on my timeline are people saying this website is shit.
I love it.
Yeah.
No,
Is it just all your
it's
fake
hilarious.
accounts?
I feel like the
oh
past,
yeah, it's just me.
I feel like in the past like 6 months, people are rolling around to like, oh yeah, Twitter is bad and can be an addiction.
I don't know if it is the worst social media.
Oh.
like worst for the world. It's better as a platform than like Facebook.
Yeah.
I feel.
Like it's just a better
Oh
website.
yeah,
to
I
be
guess
on.
I didn't think about.
But
Yeah,
like,
Twitter probably is better about
I mean-
like their data management as well.
Yeah.
Because what I'm looking at
that's-
is
fair.
also compared to other social media. I prefer it over a lot of.
Yeah, same.
I
most of
think
them.
if you're looking at Twitter, I also prefer Twitter, but I also think it's the most addicting of all the social medias. It's definitely the one I found myself most addicted to. And I think as a platform itself,
I think Instagram can get pretty bad too.
I agree.
Yeah,
but I've never
because-
I like it.
I've never really had a tendency to fall down the rabbit hole of Instagram.
I haven't either.
So
But I think a lot of people do.
yeah. I mean, algorithmic social media websites are just, I think, in general, bad for the world. And I think they're like the two most strongest or most like prevalent today that people actually use are definitely Twitter and Instagram.
I'd say Facebook more so.
I don't agree with that
Facebook.
at all.
Facebook's a wasteland.
It's.
I haven't been on in 3 years.
Yeah,
so I could-
exactly.
A lot of people haven't.
We
Finally.
use it for parties and
Sweden
and group chats.
Experiment has proven true.
I like Twitter because of all the how much I can specialize what I'm
Yeah.
following and not like while recognizing it's my like I like it for I follow all my comic creators
No,
and
yeah.
stuff which is incredible to me.
I've often considered just unfollowing everybody who's not my friends and comic creators.
Which is what I like how much you can like personalize it, and if you don't want to like see the negativity, you don't have to follow those kinds of accounts, and like you can use it however you want to use it.
I think if you're on Twitter for long enough a day, the negativity still like bubbles up even in like these very specialized communities because eventually you have to see other stuff.
Right.
So I think it is really dependent on how much people use Twitter.
But on the other side, I can't think of a social media where you aren't going to be confronted with negativity being on it enough.
I mean, I guess as you approach infinity, yeah.
I mean,
But I think
Facebook constant. Instagram
is kind of like
Well,
it's a
depending
lot
on-
of like little videos of people making cakes.
Yeah,
you know?
like Instagram is certainly
What
less.
accounts are you following?
Instagram is certainly less less full of controversy than Twitter is, I would say, or like discourse, I guess is
yeah. I mean, there's less discussion going on because
Yeah,
Instagram
'cause-
comments are ass,
yeah,
yeah.
and they're not the point.
yeah.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Twitter overrated.
Underrated.
I know you two will be able to comment. Sage and Zeth will be able to comment on this one. Being short.
Oh. Oh man.
That feels weirdly targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, some are a little targeted, but
I don't know.
That's rich coming from the tall person.
I guess underrated.
Yeah.
underrated.
Ha 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 ha. As the
You
short
can't
person,
reach the rated part.
I don't know.
Wait, no, overrated?
Overrated.
I guess I'm confused. Yeah, overrated.
Being short, yeah, it's overrated. So it's not
Underrated
as
as
good
in
as
it's-
being tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's overrated. I mean,
Alright.
I don't know what's great about
You
being
live
short.
longer. Being tall.
Do I want to live longer?
Levi's not gonna live past 50.
It's true. No, I mean, yeah. There are some okay things about being short that I can't think of right now.
You could fit in
because
the
that's
band
not true.
lockers.
I can fit in lockers. That's definitely a good thing. That
When the
people
bullies
want to
come
be
from
able
me.
to
Hey,
say.
hey, I'm talking specifically about the band lockers.
But Sage, it's just true about all lockers. You can't differentiate.
All right, what's next?
Being tall.
No, I gave that one to Sage or Zeth. Either one. What's the difference? Just kidding. Anyway, salads. What do you think about salads?
Underrated.
You say overrated?
Underrated.
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 I'll say underrated because I think people forget about how much variety salads can have.
Yeah.
I just think. I just like salad when there's no dressing.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think salad should be eaten with dressing or forks.
Really?
That's a political statement.
I think it is for your hands.
Oof.
Just grab a little
No, eating
handful
sticks.
and just put it in your mouth. What?
We gotta
No
move
eating
on.
sticks. Forks.
Eating sticks?
Yeah. Someone from South Carolina told me about that because he used to eat with his hands, and then someone was like, "Oh, you," and they like give him a fork. He's like, "There's an eating stick."
No,
like-
use your hands, man.
Yeah. You're eating hand.
Unless you have
Yeah.
dressing, because then your hands are gonna get all messy.
You're
And that's why I
eating
don't use
limbs.
dressing.
Yeah.
Next topic,
Okay.
or next, yeah, whole next topic.
Plastic surgery. In any sense.
Underrated.
Underrated. Some people
Yeah.
need that and they shouldn't be made fun
Yeah,
of.
I think I think there's too much
Some people
stigma
want it
against
and it shouldn't
yeah.
be made fun
Yeah,
of for.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
People should do what they want.
Except for me.
Yeah,
Seth, I
don't
think
need
you
it.
should get plastic surgery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you're ugly.
You're ugly.
Tattoos.
What?
Tattoos.
Tattoos.
Oh.
That are just cats.
Oh.
Cat variants.
Oh,
Oh,
tattoos.
really?
Not
Tattoo. That's a thing.
not tattoos on your cat.
No, not that.
Wait,
Cat-
tattoos on your cat. Underrated.
Wrong. Tattoos. I'm just gonna say this is my first time hearing
Yeah?
of such a thing.
Those-
Underrated.
You've seen a
Yeah,
tattoo. that's a
underrated.
cat.
Underrated because I've never heard this term before.
Underrated
This is
because
the most
tattoos
hipster.
and cats are both good.
I
It
knew you
cannot
like that.
be-
That one
yeah.
again was specifically targeted. I'm targeting you.
Good.
And that's the end of Levi's.
Oh, thank God.
Levi's dead now.
Okay. Zeth.
Yeah.
Mascara.
Underrated.
Okay.
No-
You don't need to elaborate.
No further discussion.
Okay. Fake glasses.
Underrated.
Underrated. I agree.
Yeah, underrated.
Glasses look good sometimes.
They totally do, and
Gla-
I don't think they should be limited to people who
Yes.
have poor eyesight.
Fake glasses should not be taboo.
As a man
Yeah.
who should wear glasses.
Yeah,
Let's-
same.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
Levi.
both of us, me and Zeth,
Oh,
both
see,
need to wear glasses.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know this. Me and Levi have similarly bad vision.
That's true.
You're almost blind in one eye.
Mine's more evenly distributed.
I think it's just the left eye where we're similar. Or my left eye, which is the good one.
I'm at least reaching his level.
See, I feel like if I went out in fake glasses, and somebody like was like, "Let me try on your glasses" or whatever, and they saw they were fake glasses, I would get made fun.
I
of.
agree.
And
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Save
that
that one
is-
for. There's a later topic that you can elaborate on.
Okay, great. I'll
Being
wait.
made fun of in public.
No.
I gotta pee.
All right. Well, good thing it's on Seth.
Yeah, what's up? What's
All
next?
right. Jason from the Friday movies.
Overrated.
Just kidding. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do. The guy with the hockey mask
I've
and the
never-
machete.
Oh, like Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees.
I thought you
Okay,
meant-
sorry.
I thought you meant like the movie Friday.
No. But I should have been more specific.
Ice Cube.
Which I've never seen. And I was like,
No.
maybe there's a
Okay,
guy named
Jason Voorhees from Friday. Sorry,
Oh,
Jason
got it.
Voorhees. Still.
Overrated. But I've also never seen one of those movies.
Oh. Oh.
You know, as far as okay, so you've got like Michael Myers,
Yes.
Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger.
Yes. Guy
Uh,
from Austin Powers.
those are like the top three, right? Like the top
Yes,
tier
on the Mount
slasher.
Rushmore of horror icons.
Right.
Chucky's
I
like
think
he's
Jason's-
in line to see the horror icon.
I just from what little I know about them, Jason's the least interesting. Michael Myers is. I feel like he's got more of that like embodiment of pure evil, in addition to like he was. I guess that's pretty similar to Jason, isn't it? They're
Messed
both.
up childhoods.
They're both kids.
Yeah.
I just like the Michael Myers mask. It's creepier.
You the William Shatner mask.
Yeah, I like that backstory. Freddy Krueger is an actual character, so that's interesting. I'm gonna go overrated.
Okay. Emojis.
Underrated.
I hate you.
I don't use them enough.
Overrated.
I'm gonna talk about this.
But
any
only
chance-
because I don't use them.
I'm gonna talk about this any chance I get. The Unicode Consortium used
Oh God.
the guys who keep up Unicode, which is how text on the internet works, used to just make like new alphabets or like bring ancient alphabets into computers, and now they just make emojis. And because one guy was like, "Oh, we should do emojis," and now
What's
it's
the
all they
address
do.
of that place? So I can burn it down. Yes, don't censor me.
I think it's in America.
I'm gonna believe that entire thing.
Fair.
I'm not gonna do that.
So I'm gonna underrated.
Condom. Condoms.
Underrated.
really write condoms?
Underrated.
Hell yeah, I wrote
Yeah,
condoms.
underrated.
Wow,
for
he
sure.
really wrote condoms.
You think I'm
I'm
doing
wearing a condom
improv?
right now.
Nice.
I'm very safe.
Should we?
You double bag it?
That's what I was gonna bring up. Is triple bagging effective? Double
single,
bagging.
Single bag, good. Double bag, not good.
Well,
Triple
isn't it-
bag.
Isn't it illegal in Portland? It's
plastic bag.
But it's latex.
Just
No
go.
condoms. Are still...
Just walk 5 minutes to Gresham and you'll be fine.
Also, the pet store down the street does plastic bags
Also, there are still some places in Portland that do plastic bags.
under the table,
I think it's
under
just
the counter. Is what I meant.
I think it's just grocery stores that can't do plastic bags.
I don't know the rules, man.
Yeah, the comic book shop down the road gave me a plastic bag the other day, so
So,
they're
underrated.
shit.
Oh.
Plastic bags.
Plastic bags.
Overrated.
So underrated. More plastic bags, please.
I would like every paper bag to come with a plastic bag.
Oh, that sounds good.
Just
And
like
then I want
lining
to
it.
throw that plastic bag into the ocean.
Like when you go to a
Personally.
convenience store and it's like, they're like, oh, do you want any cigarettes or whatever? You're like, no, just plastic bag.
Oh, you want me to put them in a plastic bag?
No,
Yes.
just plastic bag.
Speaking of cigarettes,
You guys want to go?
you guys want to go for a smoke?
Levi's been waiting to talk about this since the podcast began.
No, I was just talking to my coworker today, and he was saying that like he specifically looked into it, and maybe you guys
Cigarettes
already
are bad
knew
for
this.
you.
Maybe you already knew this, but apparently when you're under 21 in Oregon now, you can't buy them. We all knew that, but it's not
Yes.
illegal to have them or smoke them.
Oh, interesting.
So I haven't looked that up to verify.
Let's go to
it,
some
but
high
he said
schools
he
and
did.
just be a weird Santa just throwing cigarettes.
I mean, guys, you won't get in trouble. Here you go. I won't either. I guess maybe. I probably.
But you
would.
can't
I
sell
don't
it to
know.
them, right? You
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
give
yeah.
it to them. All right.
Next one.
I don't know. Yeah.
Mocktails.
What What?
with drink like an Arnold Palmer or like
Underrated. Fun drinks
Shirley
are fun,
Temples.
even
Yeah.
if you're not.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
underrated. Yeah.
Or like,
You got to
Roy
support the
Rogers.
designated driver.
Yeah.
As a go-to designated driver, highly underrated.
Everything should be given up for the designated driver. Like they deserve every accommodation.
All right, I'm the only one.
If anyone ever designated drives me, I'll kiss him.
Nah.
Give me a kiss right now.
Well, no, I mean next time.
All right,
See,
give me a
you've
kiss
des-
tomorrow or on Wednesday.
All right, what's next?
NASCAR.
Overrated because I
Highly
don't know
overrated.
It.
I have
Zach-
I have legitimately seen races of NASCAR before, and they are as boring
the
as everybody
Maverick.
says.
I
Be
think
the
I
Maverick.
think there's a universe where I could have been really into NASCAR, but
I
I'm
just-
not.
I feel
So
like
it's overrated.
I feel like
Oh.
anyone would be into it if they were raised into it, but like,
Yeah.
but
I even
think-
mean like theoretically, I like some of the ideas of it. You know, like they're always
Going
trying to-
fast.
They're always
See, NASCAR is like I think, aside from looking at like the association with being like a redneck, which I don't think is like
Don't fucking say that to me.
I don't think that's necessarily always true. I think that's a stereotype, obviously. But like the most I can see myself getting into it is like looking up the scores after, because
See,
they're so long,
Uh-huh.
and it's such literally the same thing.
I'm thinking about like specs of cars and shit. you
oh,
know?
that could I guess
and the stickers.
I guess that
I'm
could be
a big fan of
interesting.
car stickers.
Who's sponsoring? Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme.
Maybe. All right, what's next?
Last one, skinny dipping.
Underrated.
I've never done it, but I'm gonna say underrated.
For sure underrated. Everyone we should encourage platonic nudity.
I agree. Underrated.
Yeah.
How hard are you trying to encourage this? Because
You know exactly how hard. Yeah.
that hard
Zeth is completely naked and will be for the rest of the show.
for the rest of my life.
Oh, sage.
Mm-hmm.
Wigs.
Ooh.
Underrated.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
feel the same way about wigs that I feel about plastic surgery and fake glasses.
Yeah.
Sorry, bad wigs.
Oh.
Underrated.
Underrated.
I feel the same way about bad wigs as I feel about
Silly
wigs.
wigs. Long wigs. Bald wigs.
They're
All right,
all
can we just skip all the wig stuff you wrote down?
All right, podcast
That's half
over.
the page, okay?
Oh, fuck.
All right. The Beatles. As in the band.
Yeah.
Because he's a music guy, so
This-
this
No, I know. I mean, I don't think anybody is arguing that they're underrated.
Yeah.
and like, I feel like saying they're overrated is
Just the thing to say.
yeah, and I don't agree with it. So
Uh,
like, I don't know I like this more than any. I know I can't say it. I just don't know how to answer
Underrated.
this question. I guess I would say overrated.
I'm gonna give a soft overrated.
But I think there's an element of like a generational difference that is making me lean that direction.
Overrated.
Yeah, that's an easy
A
one. from him.
hard
I just-
overrated.
So yeah,
Snakes.
Underrated. Fucking definitely underrated.
Snakes are cool.
Yeah.
as long as they're not poisonous.
Even
You
if
think
they
they're
are
go-
poisonous,
You think
they're
they're gonna be all slimy, and then you touch them and they're all dry. It's cool.
Overrated.
Fuck off, Zeth.
That's all I have to say about snakes.
I'll give my opinion on this one. Overrated because one bit me twice.
Ah,
It was my pet, not a random one.
Lizards are better than snakes. They have legs.
that's for sure. That's for sure the truth.
They
I
evolved
wanted-
far enough for me to like them.
I did want a pet snake at one point in my life.
You still can.
Not anymore.
Nah.
What happened? Who hurt you?
Was
it a
my
snake?
8th grade life science class? I realized they smell bad.
Oh. All animals smell bad.
What's next?
Restaurant food challenges.
Underrated.
Underrated,
I think
yeah.
every restaurant should be obligated.
I
to
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm with that.
Zeth-
I'm with that.
Zeth
That
hit
should be
the
the law.
nail on the fucking head.
I'm gonna lobby Congress.
All right.
Every day this law doesn't get passed.
Get rid of
Oh.
tipping. Add food challenges.
Restaurants would be perfect.
Bumper stickers.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Fuck bumper stickers.
Overrated. I thought I wanted a bumper sticker at one point, and I see like bumper stickers for like opinions I agree with, or like things I like, and I roll my eyes.
Yeah, it's gross.
Underrated.
Okay.
I think people like. I don't care. I don't
like people.
Just carve it in your skin. That's where I want to see it.
I feel the same way about wigs and plastic surgery and fake glasses. Like people should obviously be able to do it if they want to.
Yeah. I guess.
But when I see them, I like they don't do anything for me.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I don't, unless it's like some shitty political thing.
You're not like bothered by them.
Yeah, I don't.
The
I'm
concept
happy for
of
them,
bumper stickers.
but it's overrated. Like
I
to
don't.
me
I
as
don't
a
think.
person.
But I don't think anybody's out there like bumper stickers are great. I feel
think-
like a lot of people don't like
no,
bumper
there are
stickers.
people out there who are like
There
bumper
are
stickers
people,
are-
and
but I think
think
most
about-
people aren't.
Think about all those cars you see that have like a bunch of them. Those people love.
Yeah,
bumper
all 12
stickers.
of those cars.
I don't know, man.
Also,
How
there's all-
often do you drive?
I'm on a bus a lot.
Yeah, see, I'm
Let's
pretty,
move-
I'm pretty
let's
sure more time is spent on the road in a bus.
Yeah,
than in
I
a
spend
car.
more time on the road than you do.
Yeah, but you see in front of you more in a car.
Do you
Also,
look
I
out
spend a
the
lot of time on the
window?
bus, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Next one.
Kermit the Frog.
Underrated.
Underrated. I think he's the best Muppet.
Not
What about Animal?
Why do we both say
Wait, I
animal?
was thinking Animal too.
Kermit is the
He's
most
awesome.
Kermit's the most charming fucker.
No, I'm
Like,
sorry. Animal's the best.
We voted. I don't know what you
What
want.
is it? Does he say words or does he go? I can't. I never remember.
I mean, he says words. You just don't understand his language.
He was my profile picture for like 6 months.
On
He was,
what?
forgot about that.
He was my celebrity crush for like my whole life.
Nice.
He's on my hall pass.
Ooh. That's
My
a
uncle
bad
does a
movie.
killer Kermit the Frog impression, so maybe it's like
Like an
it's,
impression
deeply-
of Kermit the Frog as a murderer.
Let's move on, please.
Anime.
Overrated.
Oh, this is a bad question for me because I haven't watched anime a day in my life.
Underrated.
I honestly like I don't watch anime. I feel like it's unlikely that I will ever get super into anime, and even from that perspective, I think anime is underrated.
I think it's underrated partly because people are either into anime or have never seen anime. And I think it can be. I think it should be more like. I think more people should be dipping into it a little just to like watch
I
some
agree.
shows. You know?
I do think anime is judged too much by
Right.
by its most vocal and whitest fans.
Right, and that's the other reason I was gonna say it's underrated is all the bullshit stigma.
Like
against it.
I think anime is interesting just because it's an entirely different spin on a concept that we have here in America of like cartoons.
Well,
it's the same thing with manga. You and me know we've talked about this.
Yep. Well, and it's just like it's like a different way of doing things, and I think it'd be good for us all to have that different perspective on like how to create art.
Anyways, Gabriel Davis just got home. Say hi, Gabriel Davis.
Hi, Gabriel Davis.
All right, now go away.
One and only guest of Obese Conclusion.
He's actually volunteered to sing us a song.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding.
Copyright.
No.
We don't want that. Okay.
All right.
Kyle-
Stay out of our conversation. What's up?
Keep doing what you're doing now.
Cosplay.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Cosplay
Yeah,
is
very
is amazing, and
Yeah.
people work very hard on it. And people should never be judged for their cosplay.
Yeah.
Unless they're in a competition.
Or they're cosplaying as
Yeah.
like a goddamn Nazi.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Never be judged. I stand by it.
Free speech.
Last one.
Mm-hmm.
Mom jeans.
Underrated.
That was the
Obviously.
unified front.
Mom jeans are good.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yes.
How
Moms
so?
are good.
Are they?
I feel the same way
No,
about
what I-
mom jeans as I feel about wigs
All right.
and bumper
Then
stickers.
Then
what was-
transition into this one. This is the first. I know it's not the first topic, but going along with moms. I'll just verbatim. What's the deal with MILFs? Because I was thinking about it a while ago.
What?
So is a MILF attractive because she has kids, or she's an attractive lady and then she has kids and it's like, oh, like is the fact that she is a mom and she's sexy, like
I don't know if the mom has anything to do
Yeah,
with
I
it.
think
I think it's
I've
mature.
always thought MILF was just like a term for like
older.
Yeah.
women.
I think
Get out of here, Gabe. Get out of here, Gabe. He's saying no.
Gabe's full of shit because he slept with one like 20-year-old who had a kid and thinks he fucked him.
20-year-old. Gabe's miming.
I'm seeing
50.
0-5.
Oh no.
Gabe is miming 5-year-old.
a 5-year-old mom.
No, the child was.
Oh,
5.
his child.
The
So she
the
was-
child of the mother was 5.
I get it.
Keep miming. This is good.
So it's just
No,
a lady
That-
that's
I don't
attractive.
think the fact that she has kids is
Then why
the
is the term
attractive
MILF out there?
part. I think it's mostly for.
So-
It's how like younger people
Well,
refer to them.
but see-
specifically.
So we have like a 40-year-old woman who has no kids and is attractive. Are we calling her a MILF? I
Gabe's
don't
a purist on this
think I
one.
would.
Say that again. I was distracted by.
If a woman is like 40 years old
Yes.
and is attractive, or I'm attracted to her and she doesn't have kids, I don't think I'm gonna call her a MILF.
Well, yeah, because she's not a MILF.
Exactly.
I'm gonna call her name
But so
because I care about her.
hello MILF. What's up?
Then how do you feel about SMILFs? That's single mothers.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah, what?
Yeah.
That's just the same. What? Fuck that. This is not.
There's a
worth
TV show about it,
differentiating.
okay? You need to check it out.
No, I don't.
Why?
Is it
You
an
don't want to
anime?
support a single mother?
No.
It's out there.
That's why condoms are underrated.
Gabe, go away.
What's the next thing, Seth?
Oh, you're burning through all these topics. All right, shows you gave up on.
Oh,
Oh,
Shows
that's
that
a
you were
good
like-
one.
Oh,
I like that.
let me think about
I
this.
started watching. I know Zeth's not gonna have anything because the last
Every
time
show I ever watch, I finish.
he
and I
watched it
only
back
watch
when
like one a year.
he only watched it when HD was 720 still.
The Punisher was boring, and I stopped.
Whoa!
Here's an interesting. I gave up on Game of Thrones 3 times before I watched it all the way through.
But
I
you're
gave up
back
on
to
Game
it.
of Thrones.
I
I never
did-
came back.
I think
I
did
did
That's
come
just a
back to
break
it,
at this
but
point.
I gave up 3 times. I said I'm done with this show.
For like
It's true.
years.
Yeah,
It-
it took me literal years to watch it. I watched it within the past couple months.
It's true. We finished it in December.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. No, he.
Oh, 'cause
he
I
didn't-
just-
he
I watched
didn't
it all the
want
way
to
through.
watch it.
Yeah, I thought it was boring.
It
I
hurt me.
didn't get it.
I tried to tell him it gets better over and over.
Yeah.
It took so long to get better, and then it got better, and I got into it.
It's so good.
Was it worth it?
The increase in quality of the show is like so apparent,
Mhm.
and I knew that happened, but it's hard unless you see it for yourself.
Sure. I gave up on it, and I'm not interested.
I can't blame you because I've given up on it like 3
Yeah,
times.
it wasn't even like I didn't do it on purpose. I just stopped having a way to watch it, and then I never pursued a way to watch it.
Yeah.
I also stopped watching The Flash and Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow because they all just hit boring ass seasons. I don't give a fuck about Damien Dark.
I stopped watching Firefly after 10 of its 13 episodes.
Oh.
Go fuck yourself.
I stopped watching True Detective season 2.
Wow.
Because I thought it was boring.
Wrong.
Seth, what
That's
about
fair.
you?
Me?
Yeah.
I gave up. I haven't been watching shows a lot, but the one I gave up recently was The Walking Dead.
Oh, that's another one. I only watched the first season of I started the second season of Walking Dead.
Yeah,
But I gave up on that because I thought it was boring.
Yeah,
Especially since the first season is like one of the best seasons of television. I thought it was just such a decline that it just disappointed me so much, and I gave up on it, and I haven't gone back since.
See, I started
and I
in
never
season
will.
2.
You started in the worst one.
Yep, I started.
You started in the
episode
muck.
1. Yeah, I started in that highway scene. I had no idea who anyone was. Me and Dylan watched it on New Year's.
Yeah.
And somehow it hooked me.
Nice.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
then how are you still not with it?
I saw Glenn in that well,
Yeah.
and I was sold.
I gave up on that one. And then...
Yeah, no, I guess I've technically given up on The Walking Dead as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also gave up on House of Cards.
Yeah,
But-
I also gave up on House of Cards.
But I'm sad because I can't say it was, after the Kevin
It wasn't-
Spacey
it
thing,
wasn't political.
morally, I couldn't stand by it. No, I just didn't like the last season Kevin Spacey was on.
I watched the first 2 seasons, which, again, I think are 2 of the best seasons of television. And season 3, yeah, I gave up like halfway through that.
Sage, I'd like you to write down like the top 50 seasons of television. You know, it seems like such a specific metric that you've now used twice.
Yes. Okay.
Maybe 50.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna rephrase because that is very.
Backpedal.
No, it's just it's more broad of a term than I think I would like to say. I think it's like, I think they're some of the most important seasons of contemporary television, like golden age television, the era.
So
of
we're not
television
talking
where-
like medieval television.
No, we're not talking medieval television.
All right, now I'm on board.
But like House of Cards is such an important show because it was the first show ever shown on a streaming service.
Like originally.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first streaming service produced
Yes, it was the first Netflix original,
show. Right.
and it started it all.
And now here we are in a world ruled by Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Just kidding, Disney's gonna ruin us.
It's fine. What's next, Seth?
Oh wait, no, that wasn't the one. That's what's next. So I played this video game recently. I may have told you guys about it. It's called Celeste. It's a very popular indie game of the last year. And anyway, it's about this girl named...
Celeste,
No, that's the name of the mountain.
go fuck yourself.
Jackass.
Don't look at me like that.
Because I was
Make
trying to
me
remember her.
guess.
No, okay, yeah, I did. That was a layup. I'm sorry. No, I meant. I was trying to remember her name. Her name's Madeline. Never goes by Maddie. Don't know why. Anyway,
I respect it.
she's always Madeline. Anyway, it's a 16-bit game. That's not relevant. Anyway, so it's really great because this game is about climbing this mountain.
Celeste.
Celeste.
Oh, that's
Mount
mountain.
Celeste. Yes.
Mount Madeline.
Yeah.
Mount Maddie, I don't know.
And so it's really the only like game mechanic, you can move around and jump and stuff like that, but you can just dash and climb and stuff like that. So the whole point is climbing. There's like enemies, you can't fight them, and you're just climbing this mountain, not because of any reason, just because you want to.
Good.
Just not. There's no jewel that you're raiding at the top. There's no spreading the ashes of a significant other. It is just to climb a mountain just because you just want to. Mm-hmm. And it's really good because it deals with anxiety and it deals with like you have panic attacks and there's like a mini game where you have to think of this feather and stuff like that. And it just made me think, what's just a mountain? Because apparently that's like an expression. No, not
Like
a mountain you climb.
No, but like
But the expression,
Just name a mountain.
like, I think I was talking to Kai and he was like, the guy who was the first person to climb Mount Everest, like looked at it and he's like, why did you climb it? And he's like, because it was there. So just like, what's an enormous
Edmund
task
Hillary.
that you've
Oh.
taken on and you're
Just
like, just
because.
because, not
Okay.
because you want it, or, I mean, you wanted to, but I mean, just because you were like, why not, you know? Let's
Yeah.
try it.
that's
you
a
know?
good one.
Yeah.
Wow though.
These are the deep
So I'll
questions.
say mine first.
Okay, great.
I wanted to see.
I'm not gonna listen because I'm gonna be thinking of mine.
I wanted to see how many times I could crank it, and it. And you know what?
Wow.
I cranked it dry. That's not true. That's not true. No, my
3
mountain
times.
was I decided to just write a screenplay for a TV show and just send it in to Amazon. Still haven't heard anything. No, they said no. Anyway,
All right,
But-
good. At least you got
Yeah,
closure.
I'm surprised
know.
you did get a response.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
the fact that you even did it is more than most people do.
and it wasn't like I'm strapped for cash and I'm giving handies out on the highway for $5 a pop. Like I wasn't struggling at all. I just
you
did
could
it.
charge more.
I
So.
just
You could charge more than
Thanks.
$5.
These are some soft
you
hands.
give good
as I've heard.
handies.
How long was the screenplay?
28 pages.
Oh,
Something
damn.
like that.
I've never written a screenplay that long.
Yeah. So I just, worked on it, edited it, showed people.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, yeah. And then I never tried anything ever again. Just receded into my shell. I called it
you
quits.
got it done. You
Yeah.
I
you made
clocked
it.
out of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, you're retired.
Yeah.
How's that 401k?
Yeah. Non-existent.
That's
That's why I'm out there on the highway.
Do you think you'll ever do something like it again?
Yeah, probably. I've got several ideas.
Well, yeah, you absolutely should.
Yeah.
And you should do it every day until you figure it out.
Yeah.
But
Are we still talking about handies?
throwing stuff to the wall till it sticks. Throwing that semen I've collected on the highway, because I collect it.
Good. You should.
I give it to the police for their database, so they know.
Oh my god.
I'm the one.
It's every Friday night. Seth's walking into the precinct with his cum.
Just slapping it on the wall, seeing what sticks.
Hey, Seth.
Because there's a conspiracy.
We gotta tell him this isn't helping.
Yeah.
This is every time he does this, we have to have people come in and clean.
They come in and clean.
Nice.
They knew what joke I was gonna make, but I didn't give it to them. Just like some of the handies, tease and the shaft,
Work the tip.
working the highway. Okay. Anyway, any mountain.
Does anyone have one ready?
I might have two.
Oh,
Well, you have to pick one, you
Yeah.
idiot.
God, come back to
mountain,
me.
not mountains.
No, just go.
I'll start with the first one, and then I'll end on the last one.
Oh, cool.
In order, I respect it.
Fuck you.
Consecutive.
I didn't expect to say that. The first one was recently, because I recently took this comic writing class.
Ooh.
With Mr. Brian Michael Bendis, who yes, he created Miles Morales and like Jessica Jones and did a lot of work for Marvel. He like wrote Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's writing Superman right now.
Yeah, that's an important one.
Yeah.
He's currently writing Superman, and I did it just because. I mean, like, comics were something I've gotten into, like, within the past year, 2 years. And I just wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone and basically learn a new skill and force myself to do it, basically.
Good for you.
And pushing myself out of my comfort zone and having deadlines has always been, like, one of the best ways where I can, like, get better at something. I think stress is good, guys. In the right circumstances. I see your face. But yeah, I fucking made a comic book, and I don't like it.
Did you draw it or just
I did
write?
draw it.
I like the cover a lot.
Thanks.
That's all I've seen.
I haven't shown anybody because I need to get another one printed. But I don't like it because it's something I made. And something I made in the past. I don't like anything I made. But like holding the physical comic book in my hand at the end of the class was very satisfying. And yeah, I'm sort of more interested in like expressing myself in that medium now. I don't know how, but I don't know. Maybe at some point I will again.
Cool.
Second thing, for old time's sake.
The last thing.
The last thing.
Oh, now I was confused.
I saved this for last because it involves people in this room.
Not me.
Everybody but you.
Mr. Levi Markham and Mr. Hillman-Johnson and even Mr. Davis over there making eggs.
Gabe doesn't like eggs.
I don't remember.
Well, he likes lady eggs.
Seth, you probably listened to the last episode more recently. Did we talk about for old time's sake during
No.
that? Okay.
You didn't make it at that point. Or wait, you should have.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I think we had.
Yeah,
but you didn't
yeah.
talk,
No,
you didn't talk
I do
about it.
because I don't think we talked about it, but I remember Seth saying like I stayed up all night to work on it or something.
Oh yeah. It was in the was on the compliments
Yeah.
section.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But basically, this was like another instance of like wanting to give myself a deadline and sort of push myself out of my comfort zone. Like over winter break, we just made like a 20-minute long 6-episode web series called For Old Time's Sake. And we rented equipment, had to get it all done by the time the equipment had to be returned. We had to schedule everything. It was some of the most stressful 10 days of my life. Stress is good.
Every time.
I'm making the face again.
But again, similar to the comic book, which is going to be the same for like every single thing I make in my life. I don't like it anymore.
It's trash.
But which is unfortunate because we spent time and money on it. But I'm like extremely proud that we were able to do it, especially since we almost didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it even got done, it's like the longest form thing I've ever made. It's the only serialized thing I've ever made.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that I had that experience, and I'm happy that I put myself in both of those circumstances to learn and grow to where I am today.
Right here.
And that's my story. I hope you guys thought of something.
Did you? No. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's
not.
okay if you don't have one. I'm not-
It's maybe a smaller thing, but
That's fine.
recently I had to write some software for a party that we
Yeah.
threw. And I went to school for computer science and learned programming stuff.
And bowling.
Briefly. Yeah.
Did you learn sailing?
No.
Yeah.
And I'm still fucking miserable about it. But after I got my degree, I was like, this is dumb. I don't like this. And I'm not very good at it. So I didn't pursue it anymore for like years. And so it's been good to like be able to do it again in like a way that I want to do it. You know, because I like programming. It's like a fun thing, but it's also really hard, and I don't like a lot of the other people who do it.
Yeah.
And so being around them a lot wasn't great.
Yeah, I guess no networking for you.
Yeah, although I did take a networks class.
Yeah.
Programming humor.
I don't get it. Who did you meet?
Not many, not a lot of people.
Did you meet any like important people?
They actually tried to get the guy who made Linux to like teach a class because he lives in Lake Oswego.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That would be a dream
Linus
come
Torvald.
true.
It was never gonna happen because who the fuck is Lewis and Clark? But that would have been cool.
Famous explorers.
Oh fuck! I forgot. Gosh, Jesus.
Idiot.
But yeah, I made this program for this party. The specifics aren't important. But it mostly worked out all right, and it had a deadline, and I'm ready. I'm happy I'll be able to build on that, and that it got mostly done.
I'd like to add a third story, and that
Show
story being literally every party we've ever thrown.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's all.
Well, I don't choose to challenge myself for no reason very often. One thing I will say for sure is that I've succeeded in getting pretty much all of my friends into comics,
Hey,
which I specifically set out to do,
and
I've been very successful.
I really never thought about that.
Yeah, no, it's...
No, that's a legit feat.
Yeah, I
Comics are not an easy medium to break into.
Also, I've gotten a lot of people to draw Spider-Man for me.
You know that comics story I was talking about earlier? It's all Levi.
It's all because of me.
It
All of this
kind of is.
It kind of is. I have a big collection that Sage has been dipping into before starting his own, which some of his are some of my favorites that I've read. So thanks for getting me
welcome.
into third-party comics.
Yes. You're welcome for never buying superhero comics.
Yep. That's all I got.
All right, that's fine. That's good.
Shit.
Levi, you've got to stop dropping shit. You dropped your phone earlier?
You know what? That's my next mountain to climb.
Never drop anything again.
Except for that beat.
That was a cool beat, Levi.
Thank you.
How'd you do it?
I'm very impressed.
What's up, Seth? What's next, Seth?
All right,
We're
not
done.
even gonna look at the list. I already know. But this sometimes I write it down. And I'm like, I know where I want to go with it, but then I can't remember. So let's just find the path together.
Yeah, all right. The path of
Seth's
the mountain.
confusion, or was it Seth's confusion? Confusion with blowjob terms. Just because.
Gabe's
All right,
giving a strong look.
Gabe will talk to you privately later.
He'll
demonstration.
help you out.
No. Just like. Just why call it a blowjob? Because you're
Yeah.
because say blow me, you're not blowing
That's true.
me.
A
I'm
suck job.
I would like to start a pact to start calling it a mouth job.
There it is.
no,
That's
well, because
not
I was sitting
Lip
thinking, brewing on this.
sitting in
The
wonder
guy
and blowing and
blows,
pondering.
right? Like that's the
What?
like I blew my load, so
Oh.
you're
Oh.
blowing.
I mean,
but-
I guess you could take it that
But
way.
then
that's
you say
true for
blow
everything.
me.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think that's the reason.
You don't.
I don't think it's called a blowjob because the guy blows.
Is it-
his
But the
load.
girl doesn't blow. She sucks.
Is it?
She also doesn't really suck.
Yeah, that's the next thing.
Okay, I not a lot of experience.
Is it? I think they're just sucking.
Maybe
You're
a little
meeting
bit,
the
but
wrong
I
women.
don't think that's like
That's not the main
the
thing.
main thing. Yeah, I think that's like a side thing or like an extra thing.
Gabe is not. He doesn't buy.
Seth, you gotta cut out all of your sex topics.
No, that's 3/4 of
No, I mean,
it.
I guess like you make a similar,
Oh.
slightly similar face when you blow on something as when you
Yeah.
put
Yeah,
your mouth
that's
on
true.
a peen.
Yeah, but I don't
Like
know. That's
it's both.
that's-
Just
just
everyone
suck
at
me
home,
off
try
seems
it
more
out.
apt than blow me.
Everyone else
I agree.
try it out.
I
But-
agree.
Go give a blowy right now.
And
Suck
then
job.
also blow out some candles.
And compare with a camera.
Language is a strange thing.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
It's underrated.
What's next?
All right, fine. We're blowing past that
Whoa,
one.
that's why.
Sucking past that one.
All right, this one is just
Mouth
me to
jobbing
ask
past that
just what
one.
happened. Sage, what happened to the lost episodes
Of
What?
of Obese Conclusion? Because I can think of 3 that we recorded that I never saw the light of day. There was the
can't.
one in the basement when you guys, or when Seth lived at Jim and Patrick's. The one we did right before we watched Star Wars with Beth and Mary.
I remember it happening. I don't
We were in
remember.
there for a long time.
I don't remember that.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember that either.
It exists. And then there was the one we did outside in my backyard with my microphone, the snowball, that we all sat around. What? Levi's just laughing.
Keep going.
All right. I just want to know, Sage.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I have theories.
The CIA.
Possibly what could have happened is the audio got fucked up, and it just wasn't usable. What might have happened also is that maybe a computer of mine died. It was
A
also
likely story.
well.
Yeah.
It
So
seems very likely.
I know.
so let me
that wasn't. That didn't happen.
when we used to do these podcasts and I would export the audio file from my audio editing software,
Yes.
my computer would just overheat every time. So in order to export it every time, I would have
Did
to
you blow on it?
No, I would have to stick
Yeah,
it inside of
he
an
sucked
air
on it.
conditioning. I would stick it inside of like a portable AC.
Yes.
So it would keep it cool, and I would have to keep it like it wouldn't be propped up against anything. It would just be stuck in there. And yeah, it was just like I probably just couldn't. It got to the point where it wasn't like feasible for me to do it. So that it was either probably that. Also at the junkyard, I don't think we had that portable AC that I could stick it into.
Also, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it might have been the time I broke into your room and deleted it.
Yeah.
That's also the third possibility. Yeah. But yeah, I don't. It could be for any number of reasons. Like, I'm sure you don't like audio file or not just audio files, but files get lost all the time, especially when you don't keep them organized, which I didn't at the time. So I truly don't know.
I still think it was the CIA. What's next?
Segway. There's no segue.
Segways?
I lied.
Underrated.
I was gonna
Underrated.
I was gonna bring on the flight, but they said no lithium batteries.
Hey, for
Big lithium
yeah,
batteries.
yeah, because
So we're gonna walk to this topic.
nice.
Hey, so I recently got a phone in the mail, and it didn't have a lithium
Yeah,
battery sticker
no.
on
I
it.
specifically looked at that box.
Yeah,
and I
I
saw
heard
that there
you
was.
say that, and that's
yeah,
why I bring it up.
Levi looks at a lot of boxes.
it's my life. I work in the shipping industry.
Yeah, and he does it outside of work.
It's also his hobby.
Listen, it is illegal to be shipping phones that contain lithium batteries without the lithium batteries label. That's a UN 3481
Of course.
PI
You learned it in
67 that's packed
chemistry.
in equipment. What's up, Sage?
We gotta move on before Levi starts talking about shipping more.
Oh yeah, we should move on.
Worst dates you've ever been on?
Oh no.
Pass.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
All right.
I got one that I'm okay talking about.
All right,
Okay.
sweet.
I got two.
So, it was a second date actually
Oh.
with this girl.
lasted 1 second.
First date went okay. We just like we hung out downtown, walked around a
Just
bunch.
hand
It was fun.
stuff. I get you.
Yeah, just
Holding hands.
I did
touching
not
hands.
touch her body
Okay.
even a little.
Not-
Second date, we're meeting at a coffee shop.
Yes.
First date,
What
I was
coffee shop.
I don't remember.
wanna go.
But Seth, you're involved in this story.
I am.
Yeah, weirdly.
When I called you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
Yeah, you did, and I'm
I
upset.
had the gun. I
I'm
was
upset
out there
with you.
waiting.
First date, I was late. Second date, she was even more late, and
Whoa.
also I had shown up early,
Yes.
and that's why I talked with Seth on the phone for like an hour before the date.
Oh.
And then also before the date, I had to take a horrible like diarrhea shit. Like it was hell. And like just completely set the tone for the whole day, and like I was all sweaty
It was
and my
just gonna
face
be-
was red.
That the day was gonna be shit, or that you okay?
Everything.
It felt okay.
So finally she gets there. I think I had like ordered a coffee and drank it already.
do you look at it and you like put the creamer in there and it looked light brown? Did it look like that?
I'm pretty sure I drank it before the shit. So
Oh, so it helped lead to that.
probably.
Yes.
So we go to the back room.
The
just
back
like-
room?
Yeah, just a room in the back.
Okay.
It's not like a special thing. It's
So
just,
not in the front.
Yeah. Because like,
Did you like that
'cause,
joke?
like this
I'm disappointed with it myself.
this shop was more like a house.
Yeah.
So it was just like I basically went back to like the family room or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. You went to where the owner sleeps and lives.
Exactly. I went in the upstairs room and got in bed. With the girl.
That's awfully presumptuous.
So she wanted to play Scrabble,
Ooh.
which
It's an instant
she talked about. I was okay with it. She talked about how good she was. I thought she was just like
Hyping
joking
herself.
around, and I was
Oh,
like, oh, it'll be fine. I know I haven't played Scrabble in like 5 years, but it'll be fine. It was not.
It was not.
I was devastated. I was
Oof.
destroyed. Each turn I took
She
was
sent you to the shadow realm.
I was taking like 5-10 minutes
She
for
spelled
turns.
She spelled trap card.
And she was I had to be like, no, we're not using French or Spanish words. F
yeah.
you.
Whoa,
F that. Yeah, that was
whoa.
some bullshit.
Did she have like a European edition with like letters but with the
No,
weird
it was
accents
just
above
this
it?
random ass Scrabble board game in this family
And she's
room of
just
this
like-
coffee shop.
Dubois or something, or like.
I shut that shit down right away.
Nice.
I can't tell you what she
Did
tried. And then she was not cutting me any slack. like she was like, kind of like making fun of me,
Like
which
the
I
words you
didn't
used.
appreciate. And then, I was getting nervous because
Yeah.
it wasn't going too well. So I do what
You
I always
spelled
do,
out
and I just talk.
Sex?
No.
Question mark?
Absolutely not. I just talked about my friends a whole bunch.
Nice.
And then, at the end, I walked her to her car, and then like, she like
Said
was like looking like she expected me to
do something.
decide how the goodbye was gonna go,
Okay.
and then I was like, and I kind of like
Yeah?
hesitated, and then like kind of opened up for a hug, but then and then she was just like gave me a look, and it was rude as fuck. And then I
Oh.
was like, okay, fuck it, and I left, and then got high at the bus stop. And then that Wednesday night at the bar that I was at,
Yes.
she was drunk separately and just texted me just everything that I did wrong on that date.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
I don't know if I knew about this.
yeah. About a year later, I ended up hanging out with her at the Harry Styles concert.
Nice.
Oh.
Afterwards, did she message you and be like, you did this, you did that?
No, later on, she messaged me asking me out.
Oh my god.
Whoa. What a
Levi.
twist.
Levi, you nailed it.
Yeah, I really. This started a bad story, but actually,
Not the worst
I
date
came
I've
out on
ever been on.
top. But actually not that bad, and that was my worst date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really been on, like, most dates haven't been that bad.
Brag.
But I'll tell you why I'm not going to talk about it after the podcast.
Okay, when the microphones are off.
Yes.
All right. I don't really have a worst date, but I had a couple that were just like not ideal. So, well, just because
You didn't get married at the end.
Was one of them our double date?
No, I like
Damn.
that date.
Yeah,
What?
that was fun. I had fun with you on that date.
Yeah, basically, I enjoy. I was on a date with Levi, and the girls were on a date with each other. Anyway, no, not that date. So there was one that I didn't realize that it was kind of a date, or not really a date, but just a setup, because I was with this friend, and she was like, I thought she was asking me on a date because she said, hey, let's go grab a beer. Us. And I was like, okay. And then I was asking people, and they were like, well, it sounds like she asked you on a date. And I was like, oh, no, I don't want that. But, I didn't want to be rude.
Right.
And so I'm like, I was kind of being late and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, we're all here. I was like, we?
Oh.
And then I get there, and it's me and like 4 girls.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, so it's one of them harem dates. I'm just kidding. So then talking, and then one gets there, and blah, blah, blah. And then all the girls, except for the girl that just got there, went and were like, oh, we got to go to the bathroom. Girl, we all go together, except for the one girl. And I found out later that she was trying to set me up with this girl, but I did not know that. And so I don't know if the girl was informed of, you should meet this guy. But I did not know. So I'm sitting there, and I don't want to be rude, I don't want to be on my phone and, be a millennial, as the TV host will always say.
True.
Fuck millennials.
That's what they'll say.
Millennials, overrated. So I was sitting there, and my producer's telling me not to make that joke.
You're a millennial.
Ah, darn. Anyway.
We got to defend ourselves.
So I was sitting there, and I didn't want to be on my phone. So I was just like, oh, how's your day? And then she, was on her phone and, looks at me and is like, oh, we're going to do this awkward chit-chat thing. I was like,
Nice.
Fuck that.
Nice.
she's like, I guess not. And then I just went to my phone. I was like, okay. And then, months later, I found it oh, yeah, she was trying to set you up with her. And I was like,
Didn't work out.
don't know if that would have been a good thing. And then there's another where I don't count it because, audience, I've only gone on dates and dated women with alliterative names.
Oh.
So I ain't counting this one because technically we were never on a date. Because this girl that I was talking to, she's like, this is in high school. This is the secret one that really no one knows about. just because it really wasn't a thing. Anyway,
But not an alliterative name.
no,
Oh.
no,
That narrows it down.
it was MH. She was a year younger than me. I can say the name. Will you believe it?
Wait. No.
No, not her. No.
Wait.
No.
No.
This is good material.
Yeah, I know. I was mouthing it.
They're mouthing the name to each other.
So
I feel like I can say that.
Anyway.
Because nobody's gonna see it.
So we were friends, blah, 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 and she's like, I was texting her, and she's like, blah, blah, I had a really good day. I hung out with this guy I have a huge crush on. And me being naive, like, oh, we're friends. Who is it? You know him.
Nice.
And I was like, really? It's like, yeah, I spent time with him today, blah, 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 like a specific thing that we did, and he wears plaid a lot.
Who the fuck is it?
I was like, Sage? And so I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, hey, I'm going to go see the play Antigone that was going on.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, sure, I'll go too. And so I get there,
Nice.
and Antigone, the play, like, it was in the theater, but it was on the stage. So it was a much smaller
Like a 360.
stage.
It was in the round.
Thank you. I was looking for the right word.
Someone's been on Broadway.
It's like a 360 set.
So, but a much smaller set. So I get there earlier than her because I'm 2 blocks away from our high school, our alma mater. Anyway, so some man has wandered on set and is waving around to the phone. Anyway, so I get there. They're like, okay, sit there. I was like, oh, darn, okay. And then freaking people I knew, Andre and a couple other people came in, like Gabby and Sam or whatever, and they see me, and so they sit all around me and block all the spots.
Oof.
So then I see her sit like on the one across from me. I'm like, ah, jeez, okay. And then I watch, I see the play and it's fine, and I've had better. And then
Me too.
Yeah.
do you see it as a threat?
That's a line from the play. It was funny.
So afterwards, we were just walking around. And I was like, "Hey, can I have a kiss?" And she's just like, "Nah." She's like, "When we go on an actual date," and she said "actual date."
Yeah.
So I didn't count it, and then
Yeah, you shouldn't.
But then just never happened.
well, she was like, "Oh, do you like me?" Because I've said I liked you, and I was into this other girl at the time.
Oh, no.
And I didn't really want to get in a relationship because that kind of
Yeah.
that puts a damper on my chance with this other girl. So I was just like, I'm not sure. I really, I find you attractive and I like you as a friend, but I'm not sure because it was just kind of sprung on me. I wasn't aware. And she's like, what does that mean? I was like, I like you as a friend and I think you're attractive, but I don't know if I want to pursue a relationship yet, but I don't know. That's confusing. Yes or no? Okay, no. And it ended there.
That's fair, I guess.
But hey, we all have these experiences. We learn and we grow from them.
Yeah, and some people talk about them and 2 won't.
Oh, that's Sage and Seth who won't talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad at all.
Neither do I.
You don't feel bad? Sorry if I'm being offensive to you. What's offensive to you guys? What do you think is offensive? What offends you?
Wait, like something that might not offend other people?
Sure.
Like something that's unique to me?
Just
Yeah,
what
'cause
like if you
I feel like there's plenty of things that
Yeah,
are
because like if
generic.
I'm just
nothing generically offensive.
Yeah, because like I could just list off a bunch of things, like plenty of words that shouldn't be used, but
what is
just
something that if you
touching my face, don't ever touch my face.
No, okay,
Like,
something
that
that if
offends
you were
me.
if you were watching something
Oh.
and you're like, this is too offensive, click, turn off.
Oh,
I guess
well,
in the sense of shows or movies or that's the way I was thinking of it, not like I guess interactions I didn't consider. But if you want to say some, I guess that I guess are more unique as opposed to I don't like pejoratives.
yeah, it's
flung
just
at
like
me or
it's just
to
like
my
if I'm
friends.
watching something, it's generally gonna be like you're making if there's a lot of racist jokes in it,
Stereotypes.
yeah, things
are a
like
big
that.
thing.
Yeah. But yeah, don't touch my face.
Okay. Seth?
Come back to me.
Oh,
Sage?
God. I just said stereotypes. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of like older things have like.
That you would shut off and be like, I'm not watching this.
I mean, like. I don't know. Like, obviously racist and like sexist and homophobic stuff, but like I feel like that stuff is already like censored well enough to the point where like if something like that is in a film, it's not too bad to make it unwatchable. It's just like disappointing or like cringy, you know.
I get you.
I don't know if I'm putting the exact words I want to say about it.
Okay.
But like
It's fine.
offensive. I don't know. Like I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. That's a hard question. I mean, it's an easy question. It's a hard question because like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I was thinking about it in the sense of movies or TV shows, not really like personal interactions.
Well, do you have an example?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you find offensive?
Nothing. Nothing has ever made me be like, I'll turn this off, or I just really don't let anything affect me. I'm just like, I don't care. I
think it's less that like
obviously I wouldn't like it if someone was throwing pejoratives at my friends, but I don't, or like, you know.
I think it's less that like I'm not an easily offended person, but I know that certain things are offensive to certain people and harmful to certain people, and like that's how it affects me. It's not like it's not necessarily I'm personally offended. It's more like
this is offensive.
It's not like. Yeah, it's not
because like
making me feel a certain way. It's just like, you're being thoughtless and shitty.
There's
and
not
I don't
a lot
like that.
There's not a lot out there that can offend my demographic.
Yeah, we're not the ones who are targeted by that, and we're not. There's no like system that makes it especially harmful for us. When
So
we get
so
insulted
it's easy
as
to
straight white dudes.
Yeah, it's easy to not find things offensive.
Right.
I think.
It's more it's just important to like that we be cognizant of that.
Yeah.
And like understand that if people are being shitty, we shouldn't be super cool with it, even if it doesn't personally affect us. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. Because I guess when you get down to it, I feel the same as you, Seth.
Yeah.
That like it doesn't offend me.
I've never turned anything off because I've thought it's too offensive.
I mean,
I don't think I have either.
I don't think I have either because I
but like in terms of the
I probably like some YouTube video or something.
I've turned off some stand up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's been stand up or something, but like
Not me.
it's like
the
content of like a television show or a movie is not not the most offensive things out there right now. Like I'm sure they're there. I don't see it. But I think more offensive stuff comes from like self-published things like YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all of that stuff we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Does Disney own YouTube?
Google owns
No.
YouTube.
Okay, but you know what Disney does own? Disneyland. And you
true.
know what happens at Disneyland?
Is this a segue?
Fun.
A lot of memories.
Aw.
What are your favorite Disneyland memories?
Oh, Disneyland specifically.
Well,
Me and
Okay,
Levi,
fine, Disney World. I'll throw it in there.
me and Levi shared the most magical night of our lives together.
it's true. To this day, that magic has not been replicated.
I don't really know how
my
much.
wedding day, forget about
Fuck
it.
that. Fuck
Child's
my wife.
birth, forget about it.
I don't know how much of a story there really is
Yeah.
there, but it was a band trip that we went on senior year. We went to Disneyland for like.
You were in the band?
I was in the band.
You was the band?
Sage played alto sax. Levi played clarinet.
It's true, but we
Seth played the skin flute.
That's not.
I got the joke in there.
Actually, that's probably true. Just not
in the back.
We went there for like 5 days, and like the last night or the second to last night or something, it was like me, Levi, and like 3 or 4 other people, and we just like were able to ride a bunch of rides and stuff, and we saw some light shows, and it was just like it like outmatched because like Levi was also like had gotten sick earlier in the trip.
Oh
or
yeah,
something like
yeah.
That.
That earlier that day.
Oh, it was that day.
Yeah, I was so grumpy and so in a bad mood. Like I went back to the hotel room alone. Oh. It was because I thought I wasn't gonna graduate.
Oh yeah.
Then I went back to the hotel room, checked my thing, senior project pass, and then I was happy. I
Nice.
cried.
That's wonderful.
And then so I was
Look
able
at that
to
mountain
rally.
you climbed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. the Matterhorn or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
But-
a mountain.
We
a
had
ride.
also done some like truly stupid band workshop earlier.
Yeah, yep.
Earlier that trip.
That had nothing to do with band or like anything.
We were like tossing a ball around or
yeah,
something.
we played a game. And like that was it.
That's like the entire reason we came to Disneyland. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
I expected to be doing more band stuff when we were there, but we just didn't.
I wanted to do
I
more
wanted
band
to
stuff.
a little bit,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Well,
it was
like
also
I would have liked to like do something music related.
I would have liked for there to be a reason that we had to go specifically to Disneyland, specifically for a band trip.
Right.
Besides some workshop that somebody can do for like any
Yeah.
business.
Yeah. It
was just team building
felt like
exercises.
it felt like just like something you do in a theater class.
Yeah.
Yeah. But magical trip, the gondolas were
Still scare me, but
scary,
it
but
was like
magical.
I was in such a state of euphoria that it was like this giggly fear. We'd also gone on the roller coaster like 3 or 4 times in a row because nobody was riding
California
it.
Screaming.
Yeah.
Yep, that was fun as fuck.
We just spent a lot of time in California Adventure that night. I think.
Yeah, and that's when we saw the water show thing.
Yeah.
It was good.
That's our trip.
Main Street USA is pretty dope at night. There's a lot of lights, and there's music playing, and it's just a nice place to be. That's all I have to say about Disneyland.
That's
Seth?
nice.
So I think I've been to Disneyland twice. Disney World once. Anyway, I think on the second trip I was with Seth's sister Taya and my sister Grace, and we were in line for this ride. I think it was the Boomerang or something, and so we were in line. And I remember, I will always remember this because it made me laugh so hard. It was just us and then these 2 little Mexican boys, or the Hispanic boys, and they were also in line. And then I saw a Mexican shirt on him, okay? I don't remember that. That's not true. I'm just trying to save face.
He was wearing the flag.
Draped around
so
He was wearing his badge that said he worked for
Mexico. And so so we were standing there and we were like, we were already there and there was no one else in line, but they have all the bars to separate just to accommodate all the large, lines and to separate it.
Yes.
And so they were like, oh, should we go around it? And the little boy just said, no, nacho! And he just jumped over all of them. And then they were right behind us in the ride. And when we were like at the high point, right before it dropped, he just goes, nacho!
This feels made up.
Yeah.
You could ask Taya and Grace, and they will back
I
me
gotta
up
ask
on these
those
stories.
kids. They're the only ones I'll believe.
They're great. And also, the greatest moment is when you see the waterworks show, like at night
it's
the
very
first time,
cool.
and
It's
just
so
see
good.
the movies and stuff like that. It's just,
Yeah.
I cried. Just kidding. It was just the water splashing my face.
Seth, just let yourself feel.
I can't.
Cry
I
right
hadn't
now.
seen Inside Out yet, so I didn't know it's okay to cry because then other people will make you happy.
Levi just admitted to crying,
And I've
There's
never
nothing
seen
wrong with
Inside Out. I watched Creed.
Were they out at the same time? Competing back and back, Inside Out.
Wasn't that the time we watched Creed and they all were watching Inside Out?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, you are
Yeah.
right.
I watched Creed.
We watched
Yeah.
Creed. My favorite Disneyland memory. But yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
Seth, give us a sick segue.
Okay.
Can you do tricks on a segue?
Yeah.
Okay, end of discussion.
Good podcast.
You know what? I love Trix, the cereal, you know.
I do.
I'd recommend it to anyone.
It's fine.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
So what else would you guys recommend?
Oh.
Recommendations. Just of anything. Go to
Comics.
If you're really poor, apply for food stamps. A lot of people just don't do it,
All right.
and they should. It's very helpful and not that difficult. I mean, it's hard to get time off, but if you can swing it, it's worth it. That's my recommendation.
That's fine.
This show was canceled. So,
So you know it's good.
it is good. I'll tell you, Seth. I have no idea why this fucking show was canceled. American Vandal is one of the
Not a
best
good
shows
show.
ever
Nope,
created.
Disagree.
That show is so good.
Don't like it.
Seth doesn't like it, I'll like
That's
it.
fair. It's not for everybody.
Bastard.
This show is brilliant.
It's so good.
Anybody should give it a chance.
You can hear me shaking my head in the
How
audio.
much of it did you watch?
All of the first season.
Oh, you still didn't like? Oh my god. I'm upset.
Why didn't you like it?
I just did not find it interesting.
Too offensive.
No, yeah. I thought it was a little overrated. It blew. Anyway,
Hey, bring it all together.
Just
Worst date.
I didn't like it being that documentary style did not interest me. It being like those jokes and those I don't care who's the main guy. I've seen him in a bunch of other stuff.
It's just like,
The guy
it's
who
like the
created
first show I've ever seen that like actually seems to at least somewhat understand like how young people use social media.
Yeah, and it also, I think, like, pretty brilliantly, like, parodies a genre that is so oversaturated right now.
Like with parodies.
No, there are
or-
like
I see what you're saying.
like the true crime genre
Okay,
is
got it.
a genre that has become so oversaturated.
Yeah,
is what
got
I'm
it,
saying.
okay.
Yeah.
And I think it parodied that genre in such a brilliant way by like making fun of the genre itself and also making genuinely compelling characters at the same time. I have
Yeah.
no idea how the show did it, but it did.
Well, I disagree, and so does Netflix. That's why it's.
I also season 2 was filmed here, so that's kind of fun.
It's true. A person involved with it came into FedEx a bunch.
It's true. I applied to work on the show, and they didn't.
And that's why you wrote in a scathing letter
To Netflix.
to cancel it.
I will say
And
this.
that's what the third season's gonna be
I will,
about.
I will say this. I did not think I was gonna like season 2 at first.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Because the first episode is fucking gross.
Yep.
And like, if I had not seen season 1, I wouldn't have given it a chance.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, I felt exactly the same as I did at the end of season 1.
It was so good.
It's just like a perfect example of like taking a joke to its maximum and it completely working.
I just feel like you're not listening to anything I have to say, Sage. I
I
don't
hey,
like it when
this
people
is
are
my-
narcissistic.
This is my.
I don't like
this
it
is my
when
recommendation.
I'm trying to talk to people
also-
and they don't listen. Okay?
See what he's
So-
doing there, everyone?
Say it with me. We walk to that next topic.
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 Just, I hate it when people are just like, I'm talking to someone and they don't listen. You know what I mean?
They're not really.
Just, I just, what's the term? I had it. Narcissistic? Not narcissistic. Yeah,
Hold on.
narcissistic.
Is this the next topic, or
Yes.
was this something I was doing to you?
No, yeah, this is the next
Okay,
topic. Come
great.
on.
I wanna-
I literally
Oh
just
my
said,
God.
what do we
No.
No, it freaked me out.
No,
I was like, I thought I was being like super rude or
Sage's car
something.
is racing.
No.
So yeah, I was gonna like furiously apologize, but yeah, I agree.
But now he's not.
It's the worst thing in the world. Do you have any examples of just like talking to people and they're just like, blah blah. I don't know. It's just I've experienced it a lot where I've heard people just like talking to people, and I just don't understand when people just don't listen.
We should start a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm with you 100%.
I just
Except what I will say is sometimes I talk.
yeah,
and
Levi.
don't care if they're listening.
Yeah, okay.
Like sometimes I say I talk just to get it out
Yeah.
because
But
I need to get it out and I don't care if they're listening.
Yeah, I'm definitely like the opposite kind of person where I'm like afraid to speak if like somebody's talking.
Well,
To the point where I will like not be able to make points I want to make. And
He interrupted Seth.
just kidding. Go
and no, I think that's all I had to say.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how you can be an adult and just not learn to listen when you communicate with someone. It's just like, I want to talk about what I want to talk about, and who cares what you're saying, because I'm just going to, rather than I hear a point, now I'm going to adapt and adjust my point and add on or talk about what you talk about, rather than disregard what they say the point that you wanted to say, and then you say, but I mentioned that, what about this? And they're like, what'd you say?
I think there's a couple things.
I don't think people are aware.
Can you shut the fuck up for 1 second?
I don't think
Sage?
people are aware. My point is more important.
I hit him.
What were you? I'm sorry.
He wasn't listening.
One, it's like it's harder to actually listen and be like participate. Like, I think it's worth it to be like to have that, to be nice to people and courteous. But like, it's harder. It's more work.
Especially if you like haven't been doing that your entire life. Like
Whatever you said, yeah. And also, sometimes you do just want to say the thing you're saying, and you don't want to get sidetracked.
Yeah. So, sometimes you just aren't as interested in, or aren't interested in what they said, or don't have anything.
Like somebody
to
else,
I say matters.
like somebody else changes the subject, and like that's part of the conversation, but you weren't ready to be done.
Yeah, you can bring it back. That's fine. I'm just saying, when I say something and then someone just like goes through whatever they say, and then they just repeat and like ask it, and I'm like, I just said that. Like,
No, I mean,
mentioned
I
that.
I agree. No,
like along the same subject.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I went to Texas. You're like, hey, have you ever been to Texas?
Oh,
I've been to Texas, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm going to Texas. Oh, blah, 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 Texas. And then they're like, why are you asking about Texas? It's like, I said I wanted to go.
it is annoying.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying.
I don't think
and
it's
I agree.
I don't think it's ever malicious though. Or maybe it could
I
be.
mean, I guess it could be.
But like
I
think like 99% of the time
Okay.
it's not malicious.
I mean, I can say in the past I've definitely done it on purpose to people that I don't like,
Yeah.
who are talking to me and I don't want to talk to them.
I couldn't.
Oh, I mean, I've definitely like dropped things that I don't want to talk about that they bring up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Also-
yeah. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
other thing,
Yep.
because I don't want to talk about your kids.
Also, there are
What's wrong with the kids?
who gives a shit about your
No,
kids?
come on.
Fuck your stupid kids.
Whoa.
I don't give a shit.
Parenting is a hard thing to talk about if
Okay.
you're not also a parent.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because we don't get it.
I don't get it.
It truly though.
Like, tell me something interesting about your kid, or
Shut up.
They got accepted to Yale.
That's
They're
great.
4.
That's kind of
yeah, that'd be cool.
That's really exciting.
I would care
Congratulations.
about
They
that.
did something.
Yeah,
They're a boy genius.
like
Wait,
just
wait,
We call him Jimmy.
Mrs. Neutron.
Oh,
I didn't know.
you segued for me, Jimmy Neutron. They're doing a live action
Underrated.
one.
What?
That's not true.
Oh,
That's not
wow.
true.
Seth,
But you'd
fuck
believe
off.
it. You'd believe it.
I mean, they're doing Dora the Explorer.
Hell yeah, man.
It's actually Dora the Explorer.
That's the end of the podcast.
Really?
No.
Huh.
Yeah. What's next?
Seth, come on. I don't like it when you just like want me to just modify the, topic into something that's more suitable,
What?
Speaking of which,
We've been talking for like an hour and a half.
Is that bad?
No, I mean
It's probably going to be the longest one.
It should be noted I am getting sleepy.
You know, I wonder with like long tattoos that take hours, you know, and other body modifications that take a long time.
Like plastic surgery or wigs.
Yeah. Yes.
Or
donut
fake
heads.
glasses.
You know, you guys want any
What?
more body modifications?
I'd like to get a tattoo at some point. I don't know what.
Levi wants to be a cyborg.
Is that true?
That
No.
I had never considered it before, but
Like that
I don't
falls
know.
under the category.
I gotta think about it.
You're just
Just-
shrugging your
just-
shoulder a lot playfully, and I like it.
I think I'd like to be a cyborg. I think I'd be down.
How much?
think you'd be good at
cyborg?
it.
I think I would definitely prefer to be as much
Cyborg,
as much
cyborg,
machine
or
as
like-
possible while still being a cyborg and not like a
He's more machine than man.
exactly.
is what
Like
they would
$1
say.
I want
Dollar
to be
Man.
Darth Vader.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. No, I want.
You want to be submerged in Bacta.
I don't want to have my dick or my butt.
Or my butt.
The things
Does
that
Darth
make you
Vader have
Levi.
a butt?
No, he does.
All right, everybody, we're starting a new podcast. We're deleting the rest of this podcast.
Does-
Starting now. All right, welcome to Does Darth Vader have a butt?
No, but actually, I would like to talk
Yeah, he
about
does.
body modifications that I would like to get because I have a list.
Ooh.
Way to ignore what I was talking about.
What were you talking about?
Just
Darth Vader's butt? I wasn't listening, so I don't know. I was answering Seth's prompt.
Yeah, what's up?
I would like to get
Yeah.
many more tattoos.
Okay.
Just various.
No piercings or
Well, he's not
donut
done.
head.
Excuse me, Seth. Please listen. I was not finished.
Man, I blow.
Just various like superhero symbols and like Star Wars related tattoos. Honestly, I'm gonna want to get a sleeve or 2 sleeves eventually.
What about 5?
Sage, I don't think you understand.
I wasn't listening. Sorry. What?
Arm, leg, dick. 5
I want a
I was
lot of.
thinking neck.
I want a lot more tattoos, like various
Okay.
superhero symbols,
Yes.
Star Wars ones, probably
Yes.
some sleeves,
Yes.
definitely ones on my back, torso, legs, for sure my legs.
What about your dick?
Do you want to get a tattoo of a bigger dick on your
It's an
pre-existing
optical
dick?
illusion.
Giving yourself a bigger dick.
So to answer Seth and Sage, no. I'm not gonna get dick tattoos unless it's a good
That wasn't my
dare.
idea. Again, I stole it from someone. Kai Pfizer, our good friend Kai. That,
Oh, the camping trip
yeah.
when he put the
When
temporary
he got a
tattoo
dick
on his
tattoo.
dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
said that as a joke.
he did it. In terms of piercings,
Yes.
I'm not too sold either way on my ears. I could be convinced.
You should get your piercing.
I will.
Okay.
There.
Lips, almost definitely not.
Okay.
I for sure want to get at least a nose piercing, if not several. I've also lately been toying with the idea of eyebrow. I'm not. That doesn't sound.
It's on the
terrible.
table.
Yeah, it's
Seth.
it'd be right on my.
That's a
forehead.
callback to the last episode.
I don't remember.
You said you'd get it. You wanted a table, and that you would name it Seth. And I said, please don't, because you will have sex on that table, and you will get spunk on Seth.
Hey.
I mean, if it was named Seth, I'd have to have sex on it.
Can you get a piercing that's just like
Yes,
through your whole chest?
probably.
It's just
yeah,
like-
yeah.
A sword.
It's just a sword
No.
through
That'd
your
be pretty
chest,
cool.
but it's like done surgically.
Any?
I can't wait for the news to talk about all the kids getting swords through the chest.
Any plastic surgery or anything else, Levi? Not that, just that you might want.
I'm not
What about
against
me,
it, but
What
there's
about me,
nothing
Seth?
I can think
How
of.
about
What about me?
Longer
Why didn't you
arms.
ask me?
because he was
Wait! This goes into the cyborg thing too. My arms need to be at least twice as long
Whoa.
with 2 elbows. that fold opposite directions.
can they go both? Oh, okay.
It's like a little
like a
Three.
weird like
little zigzag.
yeah.
like something falls down the drain. You're like, I've got it.
No, guys, I mean this. I've thought about this.
I know. I've heard you talk about it several times.
I won't shut the fuck up about it.
Oh.
See-
We're this close to kicking you out.
I complain about being short, but I could be very okay being short if I had Long ass arms. Also, Gabe's arms are looking very nice. Just want to note that.
Ooh, he's flexing. Oh, he's flexing some more.
Now, if my arms
Stop
were
it,
that
Gabe.
long and also as strong as Gabe's,
Yes.
I would be unstoppable.
Wait, so would they be like your forearms, or would they be
It would
like
be an
more
extra-
biceps?
No, both.
It'd be an extra of each.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's the entire.
But how would what would the order be?
Right. Because I guess I did.
I would.
say-
I'm just
Bicep,
imagining-
bicep, forearm, hand.
I was just imagining a normal arm and then another arm on
Yeah.
after
So
that,
bicep,
the opposite
forearm,
way.
bicep, forearm.
Yeah, but I guess because the biceps gotta
What
be up at the
exercises
shoulder.
do you do to keep those arms in shape?
You mostly get things out of joints.
Weird ass push-ups.
I like that. All right.
No, but
Okay.
I guess that would be my body mod of choice.
Okay. Zeth.
I'll probably get a tattoo or something.
Cool.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't really.
Compared
want
to
get a piercing.
Levi's,
No,
very
no, I
slim.
feel I'm like.
Oh,
I'll get
I'm super on board for cybernetics though.
Which
if
one?
We're really talking about
Bionic
that.
penis.
Oh, the
No, my
moment we can
penis-
replace eyes.
My penis is the only thing I want natural. Every other part of my body is robotic,
You got it. You
except
got a
for
good
my
dick.
fleshy dick. It's because all dicks are fleshy, but it's weird when you say it that way. I mean, yeah, nothing crazy. I'm not that crazy about it though.
Okay. Sage.
Probably get a tattoo.
Boring.
I don't know. I already answered this question.
You should get a tattoo of teeth, your teeth, on your forearm.
And then when they find just your arm, they'll have a
They'll be
dental
able to
records.
identify you.
I probably would have. I probably would have already gotten a tattoo by now if.
You're so scared of needles.
Well,
I don't like needles.
I don't like needles, but I experienced too many needles in my life.
I'm a heroin addict. What can I say?
I have to get blood drawn every 3 months.
Oh yeah. No, I had the opposite experience where I was fine with needles until I sold a lot of plasma, and now I hate
yeah.
needles.
Weird. Or I get it. I get it. I don't
Anyways,
They're big needles too.
two things holding me back from getting a tattoo are A, money, and B, I'm just very indecisive about what I would want as a tattoo.
You should get you should flip a coin
And just get
and
whatever.
Get whatever
Yep,
it lands on.
yep. That's good.
Anytime somebody says indecisive.
So I'm gonna either get the heads or the tails of a quarter tattooed
So-
on my.
Well, like a steak
Um,
quarter.
What?
It depends on the coin I flip.
That's fair.
He's not gonna choose. He's just gonna get
Huh?
a quarter.
Who's
What's up,
getting
Seth?
a quarter? Nothing.
Sage.
Sage is getting a quarter.
Yeah, for his tattoo.
On my dicks.
He actually gets a quarter every time you say his name.
Speaking of dick,
Sage.
if there was another
Sage
dick and then a vagina, who would you want the other dick to be?
Wait, sorry.
I
What?
don't understand the question.
That was my weakest walk to a topic. I was literally just hearing it just so I could. Anyway,
What's the topic?
so say something and let's see if whatever. So I was thinking about this. Who would you want to have a threesome with if it was guy, girl? But you have to know the guy. And no, Sage, you can't say, "Oh, I met Fred Armisen." So him, someone that you are friends with, or at least have.
I
met.
choose Fred Armisen.
Damn it. Who would it be? Because I have an answer, and I have two.
Well, let's hear your answer.
Don't worry. All right.
Okay.
The first one,
Wait.
Levi Daniel Markham.
What?
You're honored.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
Because two reasons. One's gonna sound like a backhanded compliment, but
I'm ready.
we're used to that. Okay. First reason. I've gone skinny dipping
Oh,
with
yeah.
Levi. I was not looking at his genitals, and he was not looking at mine.
You don't know that.
Levi?
I know that you would not be comfortable with that.
Yes.
So I did not.
So no comment.
So, okay.
So, no.
Wink.
Seth, would you be offended if a movie looked at your dick?
If a movie looked at my dick?
Would a movie offend you if it looked at your dick?
Would you turn it off if it looked at your dick?
I don't understand the question.
Like calling back to the.
No, I get it, but it just
so
doesn't
if it
make.
You said you weren't offended by anything.
Yeah, I want it'd be cool.
Except things that hit your dick.
I'd be cool with it. Anyway, I said 1. B, because me and okay, for those who have never seen me and Levi, I am 6'3", Levi is
5'5".
Okay, I know short men, it doesn't matter about size, but I'm just gonna guess that I'm at least bigger than Levi, and I don't want to be the smaller man in that situation, hypothetically.
And
Someone's gotta be.
And I have no problem with that.
I guess it's Levi.
Because Ron Jeremy's like 5'5", and he has a 12-incher, so, I don't know what Levi's got, and
it's not that.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, size-wise, I think I'm pretty good. The other one is also shorter than me, is Benny Boy Brass. Now, again, 2 reasons. The first one, the same as the ladder for Levi. He's, again, this man, 4'9", God did not bless him in any way. Just kidding, that's not true. You're a good guy, Ben.
I like Ben Rask.
He's a great guy. Anyway, again, smaller than me, comfortable with that. Also, only person who has for sure seen my penis of my friends.
Oh.
Seth says, oh yeah, now I remember seeing it. But when it happened, he said, no, I didn't see it. So you're either a liar or now you're trying to think you did when you didn't.
What are you saying?
When we were running on the
No,
track.
yeah. Are you saying me?
No, I'm saying Ben has for sure seen my penis. Like, I
okay.
pulled it out in front of him.
That wasn't clear.
Yes.
But now I get it.
You know, it was clear when I presented my penis.
To Ben.
Yes. So he's seen
on a little pillow.
Yes. So that is my answer. Why are you shaking your head?
I can't fucking believe you.
Oh, that I've shown him and no one else?
It wasn't even like he accidentally saw it. You just willingly whipped it out.
How
many times have I asked you?
The reason is because Ben said that he had a 6-inch penis, and I did not win erect. And I said, we good?
I gotta change the batteries.
So is we good?
Roll it.
That'll be the post-credits. Gabe talking about what he wanted
All
to
right,
talk about.
we're back.
All right.
Sorry,
so,
we had a battery died.
But
that's all.
He said that he had a 6-incher erect.
It was a celebration of life.
And I didn't believe that small man was packing that much heat. So I called him out on it. I said, show me your penis. Flaccid.
Yeah.
And he said, no, I'll only show you it erect. And I said, I ain't down with that.
Oh,
you coward.
So then I was just like, listen, if you ain't gonna, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. And he was like, okay. And so I did it. And then he didn't show me his.
What?
So Ben.
More like Benedict Arnold.
Ooh.
Ow.
I like that.
It was right in my ear.
Sorry.
I mean, it was in the mic, but it was.
So yeah, you guys, I answered mine.
Oh, right.
I picked
Kai
Pfizer.
Oh.
Whoa.
That's nice.
I'm not going to explain myself. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
No, it is.
No. Okay.
Kai's a cute.
I don't want to fuck any of my roommates.
No, you don't have to have sex with them. Just.
I thought this was about a 3-way.
Yeah, but I didn't say that you had to have sex with each other.
I think the presumption is 2-on-1.
Yes.
I pick Kai Pfizer. I just don't. Yeah, it's the roommates thing. I think.
But you're not having sex with them.
You're
having sex with
They're
them.
gonna be there.
That's the thing.
Besides, it's having sex with them, even if you're not penetrating them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're participating in a sexual act together.
Is that
makes it sound so sweet, like cooperative. You know?
it's a co-op game?
Seth?
Micah.
See, I also thought about Micah.
I feel like I just think it'd be fun.
Fun.
He'd have a.
He play ska music.
I think he's just a fun
skank
guy to
all
be
over.
around.
Hey,
I think it'd be interesting.
I think it's important to note that I'm the ska guy here.
My answer. That's a hard one because.
It is a hard one.
Oh, it's so
it's
hard.
Too.
It's. Yeah.
Is she gonna suck you off or blow you off?
No, I
feel
mean,
like
I mean, as in you leave the room.
So, like, on one side, I'm not really interested in threesomes.
No, I'm not.
Regardless. However, on
Also,
the
I was
other
married to
side,
both of
I
them.
just wouldn't really. It doesn't matter that much to me, like who it was with. I think.
Open door. I like it.
I think I could be. I think I could be into it with Gabe because I feel like he would just do the heavy lifting,
learn.
and I could just be there.
Take notes.
You could be the guy who jerks off in the corner. That counts.
Man, no, not Seth.
Thank God.
I don't think
I don't want that kind of pressure.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel.
She wants that pressure inside her.
Not.
What do you mean?
Assuming.
Do you like stress? It's good for you, I hear.
So, yes.
Yeah, probably not Sage. I'm not gonna say Seth
fine.
because
He doesn't live here.
he's too big.
That's fine.
No, that's not why. I just. I can do it with Seth,
Thanks.
but so far.
You don't have to give me the same answer.
No,
I
no,
don't
I know.
care.
I really need to talk this through so I can
Yeah.
figure out who's the most likely. Right now, Gabe is certainly winning.
Gabe's number one.
Kai is also very high up there.
I'm a little offended that Kai is ranked so high over.
I think Kai would be a courteous lover.
I'm comfortable with.
I don't.
I'm comfortable with him sexually.
All right.
No, but I think I would put Micah above Kai, but Gabe's still above Micah.
Yeah.
Any other dude friends I have?
Dylan.
Dylan.
That's your answer.
Dylan's my answer. Oh my God, it's Dylan. Oh.
That's what you would say when you walked in the room.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Dylan.
Oh, thank God you're here.
This is a nightmare.
Get in here.
Now I can finally have some fun. No, yeah, Dylan's my answer, followed by Gabe.
Oh, so he jumped over Gabe.
It was a foursome.
Oh. That's.
Not at the same time. It's consecutive.
plot.
But that's my answer,
Yeah.
and I think that's all the answers.
The answer.
I get it. But you know, the question is, what would I wear? You know, because I don't want to look too pretentious when I get to the three-way.
No,
you know
of
what
course
I mean?
not.
Right.
Like, you know, I
I'd
want
wear a
to
beanie.
just a beanie.
I'd wear a condom.
3 of them.
That's what I call a three-way.
That's pretty pretentious. I'm not gonna lie, Seth. I think wearing 3 condoms is pretty pretentious. Is there anything else that
think
you
I'm too good to be a
don't want to
dad.
wear because you think it's too pretentious?
Oh, that
Most-
was a little transition.
Most hats.
Yeah?
I'm always uncomfortable wearing hats because it's like, who do I think I am?
Yeah.
But I don't think that about anyone else at Sage. Like, I don't think that about other people at all. It's just when I do it.
I don't think so. Like,
You'd wear anything? Not self-conscious at all.
yeah, I don't really care much about what I wear.
I could tell.
Sometimes I switch my watch from my right arm to my left arm.
Oh,
You think that's
and
pretentious?
then I feel real fancy.
wow.
But that's on purpose. That's to hype myself up when I'm going to a charity luncheon or something.
Ooh,
Do you
wow.
go to that often?
Never. Not once in my life.
Like,
So you're a liar.
That's right.
I guess I don't really, like, care about the pretentiousness of clothes. But, like, I don't want to bother figuring those clothes out.
Does
What do you mean? I'm sorry. Like you don't know how to pull it off?
Yeah.
Okay. Like what?
And I don't... Like an example?
Yeah, like thigh-high boots.
You could pull those off.
They'd
No,
be
you
hard
could.
'cause you
No,
have to,
you
like, really
could.
pull them.
You could work them. I'm thinking about it actually.
I'm imagining it. I like it.
Suit jackets over t-shirts.
Yeah. Fair.
Also, like, I don't want to wear that out. My fancy suit jacket's gonna get ruined when I'm on the
Big
bus.
Man Sage has a fancy suit jacket.
I don't. I still wear, whenever I need a suit jacket, I just wear the jacket for the band tuxedo from high
Good.
school.
I'm so deep in not needing a suit jacket. I haven't needed one in so long.
I'm gonna need one someday.
I feel like I won't be able to do it. Like, I don't know how to get out of this hole I'm in.
My mom's just been piling on thrift store or dead relative suit jackets. So I have some.
That's good.
You're
That's good to have.
loaded.
It's good to have loved ones.
Does it have to be specifically pretentious?
What do you?
Because like the only thing I can think of is tank tops.
You just don't know how to pull it off.
No, I kind of hate them.
Oh.
Sorry, Gabe. I don't think they look good usually.
Men or women
I like them.
kids.
I guess I am specifically talking about men because I am talking about myself.
I get people who wear them for like a comfort thing,
and
I think that's
no, okay. I don't like them. I don't think they necessarily look bad on people or reflect poorly on them. I just don't
like it on yourself.
or that they exist. but I think
the
people
whole concept of them.
I think people are totally fine wearing them, and I wish they didn't exist.
What about wearing them as undershirts?
That doesn't
totally
matter,
different?
right?
That's an
Yeah.
undershirt.
Irrelevant.
It's
Yeah.
still a tank top.
Yeah, but it does. You don't see it.
Say, do you accept my answer or not?
I don't know. It just kind of seemed like you saying they don't exist means
Well,
that all
because-
tank tops can exist.
But you got me, Sage. I think they can exist as an
I
undershirt.
win.
I used to think tank tops were like the gun on top of a tank.
You're so
That'd be
full
cool.
of it. You're
That'd be
a liar.
cool if that was all it meant.
Yeah.
Seth's just on his phone. He's not even listening.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, the guy. So my flight out here to Oregon from Kentucky.
His Lyft
A
driver.
direct flight?
It was actually from.
I met this guy and we were talking about anime on the flight, and he called me like an hour ago.
Oh.
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 Seth just wants to talk to him instead.
Yeah.
I
Can I
get
put
it.
him on?
Okay, I was gonna say yes, so thank God.
Yeah.
You
He's
said
in
no.
Canada right now.
Oh, then no. Long distance calls. You don't want to do that.
Okay. Anyway, for the old Seth, old Slopsy right here.
We're done. I'm turning this podcast off.
And we've reached our conclusion.
Wait, say it.
Oh wait,
Say it
are
louder.
you there?
No, were you cutting me off, producer?
No, keep going.
So for me, it's suspenders. Because I just
Oh,
feel,
where?
because I don't like belts.
I think suspenders are great.
I
That's one of those things that I don't think I could pull off, and I don't want to bother, like, trying to. But I like the look of suspenders.
I do too, and I
Yeah.
want.
I don't like how they feel.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I like how they feel.
I feel like maybe I've just only had bad suspenders, but every time I put on suspenders, I've been disappointed by how they feel. I do like how they look. I like any strap.
my gun.
You know.
So I don't really like wearing belts. So I'm just like, I'd rather wear suspenders because I feel like they look cooler. I feel like they're shown off more. Like if I'm wearing a belt, you know, I have to tuck in my shirt, tuck in that if I want to show it off. You know what I mean? But like a suspender, it can. I mean, you could, you know, put it over. But I feel like I'd want to show it off. But I just feel like it's like, wear a belt. Like, why are you wearing suspenders? Like, I feel like it's like, what's wrong with you? You think you're too good for belts?
Yeah.
You're trying to put the belt industry, you know, under.
I feel like the people who make belts probably pretty closely
Also make
related to the
suspenders?
people who make suspenders.
But I don't know. I want to, but I'm scared. I don't think I can jump off.
You should just like someday you don't have work or anything.
Yeah?
Just put on suspenders and wear them in your room all day. And then do
Yeah.
that forever.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then the other one is just like
Thank you.
vest. And I don't mean
Uh,
like, I just feel like it just, there's a lot of baggage in vest. Just wearing a vest, you know, just with a shirt. Not even like dressed up, but just like a vest. I feel like it's the same thing with a suit jacket and a t-shirt. You know, it's in that same ballpark.
I think vests are too similar to tank tops.
I thought of another one. People who wear like nice shoes with like casual clothes. Like,
I guess I don't know if I've seen.
I guess I'm not really. I wish I want to do that.
Okay.
Oh.
I feel like it would be hard to find like a nice shoe that's comfy to wear all day. You know, I'm sure they're out there, but I don't want to look and spend the money.
And, you know, it's kind of hard to find the end of things, you know. Well, let me, you know what? I just think I found our conclusion.
Seth's reading off a piece of paper right now.
He's been on script this whole podcast.
He hasn't done anything improv.
Undercut me again, and I will leave you in the ground. Fatty. Peace out.
Oh yeah, peace out, fatties. We used to say that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
There it is. That's the end. Bye.
But
Peace out.
peace
Say
out,
it
fat-
with me.
Peace out,
Peace out,
fatties.
fatties.